for three. Yes! Here's quick release three. Got it! And it's good! We kick off the week with a rare Monday night basketball game. It's Mayflower League play, a battle of Fall River teams. Diman hosting Bishop Connolly. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud inside the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. Welcome live to the broadcast. Well, we've seen both of these teams once this season. We saw the Diamond boys just about a week and a half ago. They faced off against Upper Cape Cod Tech. A strong defensive game, low scoring, 39-36 was the final in that one. The Bengals did win that one. A big game for them because they've lost a few games down the stretch here. Close games, by 2-3 points. That's kind of been the season. Just talked with Coach Librera, and he said that, we're in every game. It's whether we can close out on that particular night. Tonight, the Bengals going to be a little bit short-handed. Some starters not going to be in the varsity game this evening. For Bishop Connolly at 3-9, Coach Bill Shea kind of had the same sentiments. Consistency, closing games out, playing to strengths and not letting the weaknesses show their ugly head. So it's kind of been a struggle for the Connolly boys this season. They need this win just as bad as the Diamond Bengals do as well. We hope you'll stick around. Live coverage comes up right after the break.
Hello, my name is Laura Ferreira, the Director of Traffic and Parking. During a snowstorm, your safety is our first priority. At times, a parking ban may be necessary to ensure access for emergency vehicles and to allow plows to clear streets. A general rule is park on the side of the street opposite the fire hydrant. For more information, please visit our website at www.fallriverma.org and search parking ban. In addition, you may call the Mayor's office at 508-324-2600 or the Office of Traffic and Parking at 508-324-2123. New England weather can be unpredictable. Notification of a parking ban will be made early to give residents the opportunity to move their vehicles. Thank you for your assistance and cooperation.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. An early start. When was the last time we said that? Not this season. No, it's true. Usually we're a little bit late or, just close to on time, but usually not right on time. Here we are tonight, starting things off early. The JV game really picked up steam, especially that second quarter. Really went by in a blur. And so that's why we picked up a few minutes here. So Cougars coming off of a JV victory, 53-44. It was a little closer than that for most of the game. And the Cougars kind of pulled away late and took care of business in JV. So varsity hoping to keep the momentum going here. Connolly in their road reds, Diamond in their home whites. And the Cougars starting off with the long ball. Nothing doing. Bigelow gets the pass from Syer Neal. And Perry, he'll start it from distance, a three to open the scoring here at Diamond. Starters for both sides. Let's start with the visiting Cougars. Jay Stevenson, the number 0. Number 3, Jaden Souza. Number 10, Avery Dinham. Number 22, Alex Krenicki, and number 30, Brandon DeFaria. The Cougars led by head coach Bill Shea. For the Bengals, number 1, Josh Ramos. Number 3, Caden Dias. Number 4, Syer Neal. Number 5, Sam Perry. And number 10, Aiden Bigelow. Good drive to the basket right there for Krenicki. Gets the Cougars on the board. Bengals led by head coach Tom Librera. Tough shot from Perry. So, looking up and down the schedule here, with a good feed and good pass, and Krenicki with a couple of baskets here in the early going. I mentioned in the open, if you caught the intro, we were talking about consistency really from both sides. And for Diman, a lot of lower scoring games. But for Connolly, they've actually, in their wins, they've had some higher scoring games. Their 3 wins, they're averaging over 60 points. Twice they went over 70. They had one win, though, that was a 55-pointer, so that kind of skewed the numbers back a little bit. As the steal from Stevenson, and he'll take it back. And it's 8-3 down the court. Stevenson with it. Spins in the paint. And turnover will be called against the Cougars. So for Diman, a couple more wins than the Cougars have. They hit a decent little stretch right when we last saw them at the end of January. They had 1-2 in a row, 79-56 over Tri-County, 76-48 over South Shore, both road games, and then coming home to win 39-36, the game we covered against Upper Cape Cod. And but since then, 3 straight losses to BP, Blue Hills, and Tri-County. So Tri-County getting the Cougars the second to go around. BP and Blue Hills finishing off a sweep. Those games, I'll tell you, some really close ones. The Blue Hills games, the first one was a 40-36 loss. The second, a 50-48 loss. Free throws here for Syer Neal. No explanation given. We only see this usually for a tech, but no fouls were called. So kind of a little unsure as to what is the call here at the gym. Stolen on the inbound pass, and the Cougars take it back again. This time it's Dinham. We're seeing some really good speed from Connolly in the early goings here. Almost taken away again. Pressing, and it's taken away. Souza passing it off to Krenicki, who's got 6 first quarter points. And the Cougars up to an 8-point lead. Good feed down low. And it does not go. The foul is drawn. Foul is on the Cougars. Dinham. 2 shots for Josh Ramos. Ramos misses the second as it rolls off the rim. Stolen by Neal. What a reach. Out of bounds to pull it back. Can't get the layup to go. Down to the court there goes Jace Pixoto. Good effort, but loses the ball. And possession. Pass down the court to Krenicki. Now to the far corner, around the arc they go. That's for 3, hard off the rim. Kicks back to Neal. who tries to get across half court. Puts it up and in for two. Stevenson looks good. A little long, but was on the money. Ramos in heavy traffic, and it's called on a travel. That'll turn the ball over. Alex DeCoste will come in for Ramos. As mentioned, the Bengals a little short-handed tonight without their freshman star player, Sakai Silver. Hunter Quintal also not available for tonight's game, so Bengals will have to go with the next man up, as they say. In this case, next men. Good coverage by Perry to get there quickly. Still bounces in for Krenicki as he caught the inner part of the rim. He'll settle for the two. Perry looks left, gets it to Neal. Neal trying to get around. Pull-up jumper, no good. Kicks off of Pixoto. And coming out of the pile there is Souza. Krenicki. Taken away, and a foul drawn. I think that's going to go against Dinham, and if it is, it's his second. He'll have them both in this first quarter. It is on Dinham. So after Pixoto got the steal, the reach around called on Dinham. And now Stevenson picks up the loose ball as the Bengals cough it up on the other end of the court. And Stevenson gets it to go, his second. Close to a travel there for Perry. And drawing the foul is Alex DeCoste, who just came in. He'll go to the line. Be the third foul for the Cougars. This one charged to DeFaria, his first. Off the front of the rim, no good. Second shot is good from DeCoste. Cougars 3 for 6 at the line so far. And just 2 from the field. 1 for 3 and 1 for 2 for Connolly. 7 field goals for their, 8 field goals for their 16 points. Stevenson with an acrobatic go to the basket. It'll fall off the rim, no good. Pretty packed house here tonight at Diman, as this game always draws a great crowd, whether it's here or at Connolly. Sam Perry picking up his and the team's first foul. Stevenson takes the first free throws of the night for the Cougars. Hits the first one. Second is made as well. 18-10, a little over 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Timeout granted to the Bengals. .208 on the clock here in the first. Ian Morales inbounds the ball to Syer Neal. Morales wearing number 12. It had been Isaiah Aguiar wearing the number 12. They changed it up. Long ball from the corner for DeCoste. And a foul from behind. Be the Bengals' second foul, and DeCoste picking up his first. Stevenson across to the other side of the court. Coughed up, foot race to the ball. Neal, full steam ahead, loses it. It's picked right out of the hands, and Stevenson unable to stay within the boundary, stepped out on the baseline. And he'll give it back to Diman. Blocked on the inbound pass. Out of bounds, will do it again. Out to Neal here at the top of the key. Trying to get by Stevenson. That's a foul. It was a foul the first time. They called it the second time, though. And it'll be Connolly's fourth foul. Calling it on the floor. Stevenson's first. Back to Neal. Neal getting it now to Morales. And back to Neal again. Out to DeCoste. .15 seconds left on the shot clock. That's a travel. Oh, jump ball. I saw a travel before the dual possession, but Bengals have it. Little confusion as to who's going to take it out. This time they're going to go to DeCoste for it. Perry, long three is no good. Took that from well outside of the arc. And dual possession again, this time the Cougars with it. Under a minute in the first. 45 seconds to be exact. Krenicki calling for it. They go to Susan, the far corner, goes out of bounds in front of the Bengals bench. And Connolly will inbound. Krenicki all alone on this near side, gets the pass, quick pass in the paint, tough shot, doesn't go for DeFaria. A great setup for him. Neal off the glass. The Bengals have closed to within 3 points. 18-15. Bengals' third foul. This one going against DeJesus, number 1 for him, and it'll be 2 shots for Stevenson, the only Cougar to be at the free throw line in this first quarter. He was 2 for 2 the first go around. Hits the first. 9 seconds exactly on the clock, so Diman has a chance to get down the court quickly here. They'll have the stoppage as the ball went down, but they'll have to get across the court in a hurry. 5 seconds. DeCoste passing to Morales. Blocked at the buzzer by Krenicki. An impressive first quarter for the Cougars. 20-15. Krenicki and Stevenson really getting it done, but a 20-point first. Not a bad way to start, and not a bad way to start for the Bengals either, considering how they started pretty slow in the first 3 minutes, but they picked it up down in the second half of the quarter. Remember, folks, we live stream right here on our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports. If you haven't liked and followed us, please do so. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel under the same name for on-demand archives. You can watch anytime. Second quarter underway with the inbound pass from Dias to Neal. Dias back to DeCoste now. Perry double teamed in the corner. Krenicki and Souza pinning him down on the boundary. Neal gets it back. Nope. Popped out and passed down the court. What a kind of a wonky sequence that was. Ultimately, the Bengals coming back down the court with it. Perry, that was almost an extra step. DeCoste puts it up and in for two. I don't know what it is tonight, but I feel like we're seeing a lot of steps that usually would get called. And looks like another phone has bit the dust between the black hole of the bleachers. I think that's number 4, and that's just for varsity. You know, the things you see when you're just sitting here courtside watching a game, it's unbelievable how many people drop their phones or something that is of value that drops down these bleachers. I think the bigger question lies, though, that if you're holding it, you're holding the phone, why is it on the floor? Neal misses both free throws. Bengals under 50% so far in the first half. Five points left on the floor. Free baskets, free shots. Down the court, Neal. That time it goes. Neal having a good first half. Up to 7 points. Stevenson. Oh, Perry's going to get called on a foul. It didn't even look like he touched him. Timeout. A 1-point game here. Early goings of the second quarter. That was Perry's second foul. Yeah, looking back at the replay, which you all can't see unless you watch it back yourselves, that was not a foul. Perry didn't even touch him. Perry has that one added to his total, nonetheless. Stevenson with the reach goes out of play. Inbound to Dias. Now to Perry. Wants three. Off the mark. Bengals with it though. Dias gets the rebound. Loses the ball. Brendan King getting it to Stevenson, who's pressed on the court. Now King able to take it. Pass it towards the corner. Lost the ball. 2 players down. King. Stevenson now in the corner. Fast pace, and it's going to go. Basket will count. Foul number 6 for Diman. And it is to Jesus picking up his second. Basket counts. And Stevenson has not missed at the line. 5 for 5 in the first half. Double figures already for Stevenson. Big Soto. Loose ball. The Jesus gets tripped up. That was more egregious than the foul called on Perry 2 minutes ago. Same situation. Massive contact. Nothing doing. Basket's good from Pixoto. Stevenson for 3, and it's good. Oh, Stevenson having a monster first half. Krenicki, Perry is going to get tagged on his 3rd foul. I know he doesn't like it, but there was contact there. That one I don't have a problem with. Trying to play tight defense and bumped up, bumped him, so Krenicki going to the line. First one made by Krenicki. It's actually a 1-and-1 here. And the second one goes as well. Stolen. And put back by King. And a timeout for the Bengals, who all of a sudden find themselves down by 11. Connolly putting together a nice little run over the last couple minutes here. Outscoring Diman in this quarter, 12-6. 32-21. Cougars are 7 for 7 at the free throw line. They haven't missed. Bengals are 3 for 8. Tipped. Picked in the air by Pixoto. Out to King now after the pass was kind of batted away, mishandled by Dias. Now to Ramos. That's for 3, and it's no good. Stretch from King on the rebound. They go to Souza, and now Stevenson taking it back. 3.5 to play in the first half. Travel against Pixoto. And Morales coming in for Pixoto. Stevenson back to Krenicki. Baseline, tough shot for Krenicki. It doesn't go. Stolen. Krenicki on the break, and the layup is good. Krenicki into double figures as well. It's really been him and Stevenson. Two-man show, nice. Dias coming in from the corner. High off the glass for Souza. His first basket of the night. And both sides going back and forth here, trading layups. That's a travel, or close to it. Almost lifted that foot. And Neal draws the foul. Souza will pick up his first. Sixth team foul for the Cougars. 2 shots for Neal. Missing the first. He hit his first free throw earlier in the first quarter. He's missed his last 4. That one goes. Brady Liu checking into the game. For Connolly, that is, number 34. Thrown away. Good pressure along the bench. Krenicki, kind of a blind pass. Oh, almost picked off by Stevenson. Neal at the perimeter, back to Morales, now back to Neal. And he's double teamed. Tough play, hands to the face against Bigelow. DeJesus gets it back and puts it up and in. Oh, that's back court, had to let it go, and Neal, that's a travel, it's a jump ball. Cougars ball. Cougars get it across, and now they have numbers. Krenicki with a fake and the basket. Deked him. 38-26. Final minute of the first half. Tough shot, and it goes for King. Stevenson steals it again. Around the back. Trying to get fancy with it. Draws the foul as Neal gets called on it. His first, Bengals 8th. And Stevenson at the line. A perfect 5 for 5 at the line so far. Make it 6 for 6. Seven for 7. Stevenson alone has more free throw points than the Bengals as a team. That's for 3. That's no good. Shot clock is off. And the Bengals get one. Bigelow with the basket and one for the foul. He'll go to the line and try to make it a 3-point play as the Cougars pick up their 7th. It's Brendan King's first, and limited time here in the second quarter. That one skips up over the front of the rim, and Bigelow with the 3-point play. 20 seconds, Stevenson holding. It goes to Krenicki. That's for 3, and it's no good. 5 seconds to Jesus. The half comes to a close with a controversial no call against the Cougars. Some questionable calls and non-calls over the first 16 minutes here at the gym. But another impressive quarter for Connolly. 22 more points and a 42-29 lead at the half. We'll step aside and see you in just under 10 minutes time.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Watuppa Rowing Center is uniquely located on South Watuppa Pond in Fall River, the only school of its kind in the region, tuition-free and open to all.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, we're really looking for you. There's so much potential here, guys. Like, you can be a part of something so cool.
South Watuppa is a non-tidal freshwater pond large enough to accommodate a 6-lane race course. For most of the year, we are out on the water, and during the winter months, our rowers head inside for strength and conditioning.
I thought it would be a good idea just to try it, and I came here and now I'm stuck, I guess. I love it.
We would like to have athletes or kids that want to learn to row, no matter the background, because that is how you get the diversification. This is a sport that can fit anybody who wants to do it.
Our schedule is flexible. When you are ready, we are here. We want to make you the best you can be.
We're kind of up and coming. What we want is to make sure that rowing is accessible to anybody and everybody who wants to try it.
From your first practice to your first regatta, our experienced coaches will be there to support and encourage you.
WRC Fight! I've been looking for a new hobby, so I tried it out, the summer program, and I really liked it.
At first it's going to seem real hard, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets.
Student rowers learn hard work, dedication, and integrity, vital skills that directly transfer to real life off the water. Crew is the ultimate team sport.
Ready and go! 5! Yes!
When we get in that boat, we know we all have to watch out for each other, make sure we're all doing our jobs, because each part of the boat has their own job. And if you're not doing your job, then someone else is going to suffer.
Rowing can be another course to higher education. You might even be eligible for scholarships.
Our goal for us as coaches, right, is to build that foundation right now, get those kids, get high school kids, get middle school kids that might like to do it, and hopefully they love the sports as much as we do, that they want to take it to the next level.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, there is so much to see, so much to learn, and so much to love, and it's right here where you live. For more information, visit our website at watupparowingcenter.org.
The School Administration Building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton House. This new pitched surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Hi, I'm Kristen Cantera Oliveira. I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee and the Historical Commission. Welcome to the Lafayette Durfee House.
I'm David Jennings, curator. Built in 1750, this is one of the best living history representations in Massachusetts.
Judge Thomas Durfee, the original owner, was also an admired patriot. Judge Durfee made sizable purchases of equipment and weapons to outfit Revolutionary War soldiers, including his own son. Generals and Minutemen frequently met here for secret and strategic military planning.
But by the 1970s, the home's significance was largely forgotten and it was slated for demolition. Preservationists rallied, first to fund the restoration and secondly to resurrect interest in the heroic Durfee family.
The original frame and foundation are intact. Craftsmen worked tediously to repair or replace decorative elements.
Visitors are encouraged to handle artifacts and work alongside artists. The Lafayette Durfee House is included in the National Register of Historic Buildings and exceeds standards of the Secretary of the Interior.
However, time continuously ravages the one-of-a-kind structure. Grants from the Community Preservation Committee, as well as monetary contributions, spearhead the efforts of tireless volunteers.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back to the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. Get ready for the start of the second half. Hi from down below, folks. Thrilled to be with you for this matchup. Always a ton of fun. Brings in a big crowd. It's a good atmosphere. We always enjoy this game every year. Whoa! Hello. No, you're good. All right. Flying in was Avery Denham. Wow. We had this happen last week, too, ironically. No worse for wear, though. Great effort to keep it in. At the free throw line is Sam Perry. And he hits the first. Both free throws made by Perry. And that opens the scoring here in the second half. Down the court to Neal, into the corner, kind of buried him a little bit. That pass got away a little bit, and Krenicki's going to get called on the foul. That is Krenicki's first foul, second team foul of the half. Long three from Stevenson, no good. And another phone bites the dust. Oh, it's the AirPods this time. Even more treacherous. I can't. I just can't. Put them in your pocket. 42-31 here, waiting on the inbound. And more confusion from our friends in the stripes. It's about the 4th time we've seen them have to gather and meet. We've heard some restlessness from the crowd as well. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't matter. Stolen by Stevenson. What a beautiful shot. Stevenson had 16 first half points. He's up to 18, tied with Krenicki for the game high. And the two of them have just been relentless tonight against Diman's defense. Bengals get 2 back, though, on the putback by Dias. Loose ball. Bad pass. Stevenson comes away with it. Out to Krenicki. He'll settle. And Krenicki is fouled. Good call. Saw the hand come down there. Be Diman's first foul, and it is Ramos's first foul of the night. 2 shots for Krenicki. Had a 1-and-1 back in the second quarter where he hit them both. That one missing. That's Connolly's first miss at the line all night. They were 9 for 9 prior to that. 10 for 11 is not too bad, though. Tipped out of bounds off the wall. Looked like DeFaria who got the hand on that one. Out of bounds. Cougars ball. Back to Stevenson, got open for 3, no good. Neal with the rebound. Can't even move. Stolen on the pass attempt. Then Neal tips it away on the putback from DeFaria. And somehow the Bengals get it down the court. Bad pass from Perry. And out of reach for Dias. Krenicki fouled and will go to the line again on Diman's second foul. And Ramos picking it up again, so 2 straight for him. And 2 more shots for Krenicki. Krenicki hits them both, and he is 5 for 6 on the night at the line. Neal trying to get across half court. Stevenson bats it away and takes it away again. Blind pass to the corner. That's for 3, it's short. Good stretch there from Pixoto on the rebound. Offensive foul? No, I guess not. DeFaria looked like he was planted, but Pixoto gets the basket. Long 3 for Stevenson. Perry passing to Ramos, back to Perry, and he'll get it to go. Every shot for Diman has been contested. The defense from Connolly has been very tough. Stevenson wants another. That one no good. And a dual possession. The jump ball coming here. Krenicki. $21 for Stevenson, 23 for Krenicki. As they've accounted for 44 of Connolly's 52. Oh, good fake. Jumper is good. Cougars pulling away here. For three. Got it. .70 run just for Krenicki alone. And a 10-2 run overall to give Connolly a 20-point advantage here in the third. Denham picking up his third foul. It's also the team's third, and puts DeJesus at the line for the first time tonight, missing the first shot. Bad pass. Krenicki was looking for Souza. Three from the corner. It's good. DeCoste with his second from downtown. Krenicki back to Stevenson. Back to Krenicki. Almost lost it. I think it might have been tipped a little bit. King. Now to Souza, back to Stevenson, baseline. And Stevenson draws the foul. It'll be the third for DeCoste and the third for the Bengals. Krenicki sets. That might have been tipped. Good stretch from Perry on the rebound. He takes it up the court in traffic. Right on the money, on the square, and banks it in. And a timeout. Perry with 6 points in the quarter. Well, it was 20. Now a quick 6-0 run for Diman. Cuts it back to 57-43. 1:56 to play in the third as we go into the timeout. Cougars will inbound here out of the timeout. Stevenson finds a lane, takes it to the basket and draws the foul. Heard white 5, yes, that's Perry picking up his 4th foul. 4th for the team as well. Basket's good. Stevenson still has not missed at the line. A perfect 8 for 8. Perry, I think, was targeting DeJesus, but it sailed past him and nobody home on the other end. .24 points now for Stevenson. .28 for Krenicki. Two more for Stevenson. Batted away. Krenicki gives it to Stevenson. Back to Krenicki. 30 points on the night for Krenicki. And the largest lead at 21 points as we hit the final 35 seconds of the third. Perry wants 3. That one misses. You hear Coach Shea saying on the far side, last shot. You're up by 21, no need to press here. Hold the ball, shot clock's off. 10 seconds. And they force a travel, and Coach Shea puts his face in his hands. And careless turnover. All you had to do was hold the ball. And now a foul. Stevenson picking up the foul. Conley's 4th, his 2nd. 5 seconds, Neal with it. Trying to get around Stevenson. That's for 3 at the buzzer, and it's no good. The Cougars with 22 more. And it was Stevenson and Krenicki, the only 2 netting points for Connolly in that quarter. Krenicki up to 30. Stevenson up to, what did I say, 26? Let's see, 18, 20, 22, 23, and 6. 26 for Stevenson. Your 2 players of the game at this point. $14 points for Diman in the third. We begin the fourth. And a foul. DeJesus picking up his third foul. It'll be Diman's fifth. You know, for the Bengals, you're looking at this score sheet here. You know, one good thing I guess you could say from this is you have a lot of guys in the book for points. 8 different players up and down the roster in the book in terms of scoring. So, I mean, that's showing some balance. The problem is Connolly's defense has just been smothering tonight, and they've taken advantage of any mistakes. You know, on the other side, it's been a two-man show. 30 for Connolly and now 28 for Stevenson. That'll go. Cronicki's second foul, both fouls for him coming in the second half. 5th team foul for the Cougars, and one is good for DeJesus. (66-46). That's a foul. DeJesus can't believe it. You know, it looked like he got a lot of the ball there. And he picks up now his second straight foul. He's up to 4. Perry sitting at 4 as well. 6 team fouls for Bishop Connolly. Dinham at the line for 2. Missed the first one. Missed the second one. Lost it. Pixoto could not hang on. Stevenson and Cronicki have not left the court. They have been on the floor the whole night. Five seconds on the shot clock. Good block from Neal. 1 second, it hits the rim, so no shot clock violation, but a good defensive stand for the Bengals. And now Cronicki punches it out. DeJesus punches it out, and it'll be Connolly ball down the other end. Stevenson from way out. Oh my goodness. Fourth foul for DeFaria on the floor. 6th team fouls, both sides matching each other with fouls. They both had 4 in the third, and now both with 2 so far in the fourth. Quick 3 from the corner, no good. Batted away, towards the bench it goes. Kept in, nice ranging play from Pixoto. Covered a lot of ground. DeJesus, tough shot. Can't get it to go, he'll get his own rebound. Is fouled and the basket will count. DeJesus, the first Bengal into double figures tonight, and that again goes to the point of, you know, how many players have points. No one player standing out. And as a result, you have a lot of lower scoring nights, but not a ton of double figure nights. That time, that basket getting to Jesus into double figures. The rebound goes to Diman. That foul was against King, his second, team 7th. And the Bengals now looking for 3 more. That's off the top. It does not count from the top of the glass. Cougars trying to slow down and, shorten this game now with the big lead. Stevenson wants another. It's off the rim. And a dual possession is called. And while we reset here, up next for both sides, amazing, kind of a tale of 2 seasons. Connolly's only played 12 games coming into tonight. For Diman, this is their 17th game. So Connolly's got a lot of basketball yet to play, but for Diman, they only have 2 remaining. That's Case on Thursday, and the next Tuesday, South Shore. They're finishing the season here at home on a 4-game homestand. This is game number 2. For Connolly, this is the problem with kind of getting backed up because the Cougars had 2 cancellations this season, or postponements, and one was last week because of the cold. They canceled Friday's game. DeFaria for 3, no good. So now you're going to get into a heavy schedule. Cougars are playing tonight. They will play Wednesday at Avon, Thursday at home against DR, and then Friday at home against West Bridgewater. So 4 games in 5 days, 3 in a row to end the week. Makes for a challenging stretch run. Interestingly enough, Coach Shea was telling me that because of the strength of schedule and they've played up a number of games, they're actually ranked 30th right now, or at least as of the last rankings. So, for the Cougars, even at 3-9, they would be in the playoffs as a ranked team in the top 32 if the season ended right now. And the Cougars crest over 70 points with that last basket from Krenicki, who adds to his game-high 32 points, surpassing Stevenson, who had made it up to 31. Timeout for Coach Shea. I would imagine there may be some changes here with regards to who's going to be on the floor for the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds. We will see. But Krenicki and Stevenson have yet to have a break. Kind of a busy week here for sports. We're still working out some details for tomorrow. Durfee girls are home tomorrow, but working on those details. So either we will have it or the athletic department will live stream on their YouTube channel, Durfee Athletics. Check back with us during the day to our Fred TV Sports page. Again, another reason to like and follow us so you don't miss any updates, any schedule changes. And now with the playoffs looming, we'll have all matchups and power rankings and whatnot. So good time to like and follow us here on Facebook. So throughout the day tomorrow, we will let you know whether we will have that broadcast or whether it will be live streamed in-house on the YouTube channel for Durfee Athletics. Wednesday, we're back here for girls basketball. We'll get our final look at the Lady Bengals in regular season play. This is the final game on the schedule. But Coach Shane Doyle's Bengals will be in the tournament, already into double figures for wins. So hopefully we'll see them in a home game possibly as well towards the end of the month after the winter break, which amazingly begins a week from this Friday. Where the heck has the time gone? this season has been an absolute blur. I said it in the fall, but even more so this winter. And I think part of it is that we really, aside from some cancellations Friday due to cold, we have really had no weather issues. So nothing has been postponed, or very little's been postponed. And, our whole schedule has basically stayed as is. We haven't had to change things up really. So, the days and weeks here of winter sports just dwindling down. Friday, we have basketball again, but Friday will be, you can watch girls basketball if you want commentary. I'll be in Dartmouth as part of the Indians and Hilltoppers conference play. I did the boys game from Dartmouth a few weeks back. Well, actually almost a month back because it was January 10th. And now we'll have the girls this Friday with DCTV as our collaborations continue. And then on Monday, another DCTV game. We'll have the first of 2 hockey games next week to wrap up the regular season on the ice. And we'll see Dartmouth for both of them. So the Diman Durfee Co-op, the Bengals, will travel to Hetland to face Dartmouth, and then we'll see the rematch on senior night, Saturday the 18th, and that wraps up regular season broadcasts for us heading into the winter break. So a busy 2 weeks here leading to the end of the regular season. There are a few games scheduled during winter vacation, during the President's Day week. We do not have those on the schedule in terms of broadcasts. But I know there's senior night, for example, for the Durfee boys on Monday, on President's Day, which is the 20th. We'll get coverage of that, but we're not doing that game in full. We usually don't do the vacation games, especially with playoffs looming. Probably be some traveling as well. So, but really a pretty full schedule. And the nice thing is we're basically going to get to see everybody one time before playoffs, before the end of the season, and that starts tonight with the Diamond Boys. So kind of a good way to end the regular season these last 2 weeks is getting to see each team one last time in a short amount of time. Basket good for Jack Shea, who just came in, both sides emptying the benches. Under a minute. Pixoto puts it back, no good. Corner 3 is short. Punched at, loose ball picked up by Pixoto. 30 seconds to play in the game. Fall away jumper, no good. The rebound going to Bigelow. He couldn't hang on. And Jack Shea comes away with it. Gets it across half court. And just going to dribble it out. 5 seconds. The Cougars will pick up win number 4 on the season. A big win against Diman. And they sweep the regular season here. They won the first one 79-49, and tonight the final 75-52. A tremendous performance by Krenicki and Stevenson. Really outstanding. Both players into the 30-point category. 32 for Krenicki and 31 for Stevenson. Haven't really seen that kind of a performance from two players in a long time. So really, that was fun to see. Both players just went off every quarter, right across the board. So that's 63 points between the two of them. The team put up 75. That's pretty remarkable. So congrats to the Cougars. That's a great win. For Diman, it's their 12th loss. They have some work to do here. Only have a couple games left, so not sure where they're ranked at the moment I know they haven't played up as much as Connolly has. So tonight was a kind of a must win, at least in my book, for Diman. Well, Case is a level up. Somerset Berkeley is a level up for them. They played them twice. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see when the power rankings come out at the end of the week, see where these teams stand. Again, as of right now, if the playoffs were to start, Connolly would be in. But for Diman, with just 2 games left, I'd like to see what it comes down to once the math is done. So, folks, thanks for tuning in tonight. Again, check back with us on Facebook tomorrow. We'll let you know who will have the Durfee game. But for now, for my cameraman tonight, Mike Fernandez, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Diman. Thanks for tuning in on this Monday night.